Hello, another week, 1 week closer towards Christmas. Only 4 days now. This is the 15th to the 20th of December 2025. Miami figure pre orders like normal. So there's a weekly continuation of a weekly catch up of what scale figures are available for pre order. Let me know if any of these you've pre-ordered for yourself as like a Christmas present to yourself to get a hold of next year when they get released. And let me know if there's actually any other figures that you are actually looking forward to getting a hold of this year, or that you're treating yourself to potentially, as a personal Christmas present, maybe. I'd definitely like to hear what other collectors are getting out there as treating themselves. If they're considering it, obviously we will have to treat each other, with our friends and family this time of year. But yeah, they'll get straight into the figures that are up for pre-order this year. And we've got Brown Dust 2, Morphia, Daydream Bunny version 1/7 by Hobby Sakura, 20,790 yen. This is a game that's a gacha game. It's already out on like mobile from across the world from what I'm aware of. But there's a recent thing with Steam where they actually removed it. They took it before it even got out onto sale. So I probably would have played it on Steam personally, but since they haven't because of over the NSFW or overall sexualized character designs, unfortunately, this sort of these sorts of gacha games, I don't like what Steam's been going, but this is a character from that game as an RPG gacha game. Love the design. I really like the outfit as well. Very just nice, I think, overall. Very skimpy in the bunny suit. The fact that she's just covering the top and the back, really. It goes up to this tail and that's it. So a very doesn't leave a lot to the imagination design. Like the leggings as well. Hair sculpting looks really good. Paint job looks really good. Just a very sexy looking figure, I think, overall. For a good price as well. So hopefully we see more from Brown Dust of these good designs. I think Azure Lane are kind of dropping the ball potentially. I don't say that. I don't know, but there's a lot of gacha games that obviously have really good designs for waifus out there. So you just kind of have to pick your poison for what ones you're going for these days. Another Brown Dust Terasei. By the same company manufacturer, 1/7, 20,790 yen. This one is fine. I like the hair sculpting, looks good. Facial expression looks good. Body sculpting is immaculate as well for this one. Like the flotation ring is really good. But yeah, this one's not as, I think, detailed or as nice personally, since I'm kind of a sucker for bunny figures. So I would obviously do prefer the other one. But this one's a nice swimsuit figure. Looks really good overall. And then we've got Fate Grand Order, Ruler / Leonardo da Vinci, 1/8 by Our Treasure for 21,780 yen, July 2026. This is a pre-painted figure. Generally they are, but specifically with this manufacturer, Our Treasure, they do a plastic kit where you can build it and paint it yourself if you wanted to do more of your own spin of it. So kind of like rather like a GK. I can't remember. There's a specific phrase that I use for one-off like GK resin figures, which are non-painted. They're sculpted, but you have to do the prep work yourself and paint them yourself. Generally with an airbrush for the best effect for blending at least. But yeah, they do offer do built like this one, which we've covered a few times before. They've done a few designs and figures over the past year or so. And they're interesting. It's an interesting concept to have, the non-painted one, or where only certain bits are painted and then the rest of it you have to do yourself. But yeah, it looks really good overall. Bit simple, I think, for 22,000 yen. But at least it's a bit different, and 1/8 is a bit on the smaller side with this one. Then we've got a Iori Yagami, The King of Fighters, 98 version, 1/8 by Kobakiya, 20,900 yen. July 2026 release. A very rare male character. That's a bonus. Looks good. The detailing on his outfit is immaculate. All the folds and the creases in his jacket and the trousers look really immaculate as well. It's Code Piquet. They're a really nice manufacturer. The fiery like spirit flame effects looks really good, and it looks like kind of like one of those mobile motorcycle gang youth mob characters with that leather jacket that he's got going on, and there's all the crescent moon back patch as well going on. So yeah, looks interesting. Shading looks really good. Yeah, just very nice figure I think overall for this one. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation 2 Fits Doll 1/8 by Code Piquet, 20,900 and 900 yen. This is Sylphite. I don't know why they didn't mention the name, but I don't know what this Fits doll line is. Oh, Fits as in cover name. But yeah, looks good. Having this sort of pedestal base is different, but the shading extremely realistic, and the paint jobs. I think the paint job's going to be spot on with this. And it's just super realistic, and I like the sun visor glasses could be there or removed. Yeah, a very nice figure of this character that we don't get so much from Mushoku Tensei. Obviously, you normally have the other character, the other two girls really are the main romance interests. But yeah, a good figure I think overall, and Code Piquet a really good manufacturer, so I think definitely worth getting a hold of. Figma Goddess of Victory Nikkei Privacy Max Factory 13,500 yen. I thought I'd cover this Figma since it kind of looks a lot like Miku, kind of really. Is pretty much a Miku, even though it's a Goddess of Victory Nikkei figure. 13,500 yen, October 2026. But yeah, if you want sort of Miku in a uniform, although there's probably, I'm pretty sure there's figures out there already of Miku in this sort of naval military design outfit design. But yeah, posable, looks really good. I really should get more into these sort of get a Figma in, to be honest. I think it'll be the Bunny Suit Planning Figmas I'll probably purchase when I have quite a month from the pre-owned section. That was probably what I'd get in personally to at least do my first take on Figmas, and whether they're the type of figure I would like to have, posable figures or not. I don't know generally, but yeah, she looks really good, very nice. I think a lot of other people out there, collectors, really do like Figmas because they are affordable and they can be customized to your own sort of taste, at least in the positions and accessories you get with them. Then we got Kana Narashima by Uni Creative, 28,600 yen, February 2027. Very festive design with the ribbon, the bells, and the scarf that she's got going on. Looks very comfy, obviously, in the knitted outfit she's got going on, and hat. Yeah, just very cozy, still very sexy looking figure. Yeah, looks really nice, very well dialed in the chest area. Yeah, very good looking figure. Do you do festive figures actually? Let me know down below if you have a permanent festive Christmas or Halloween themed figures in your collection that are out all year round, or do you only get them out during the festive season? Let me know. I'd definitely like to know. I don't have any festive figures at the moment. There was something I've come across over the past couple of years I would be interested in getting, but it's not something I bitten the bullet and actually got a hold of yet. So yeah, it looks really good. I think 29,000 yen is a bit on the pricey side, but I think she is more of a... She probably is 1/7 scale, I think, for being at 26.5 centimeters in height. So yeah, I think it's okay. She'd probably be a bit cheaper, but the fact she comes out after the festive season 2027, you'd probably get delayed towards later into the year, as we do quite often with Union Creative, get delays. So you'll probably get it by the end of 2027 for at least Christmas then, so 2 years time. Goddess of Victory Nikkei Mihara Bonding Chain version 1/7 by Anygift, 21,780 yen, February 2027 again. Very, very nice, BDSM style design. Like the hair sculpting, everything, the chain, the whip that she's got going on through the outfit is very nice. Actually seems to be wrapped around her as well, so that hopefully that's not super rigid, which will hopefully reduce the risk of it breaking in shipment. That's one thing I'll be wary of, unless if this is actually a very soft plastic, kind of like Medicus Entertainment, Revy by Medicus Entertainment, her whip that she has when she's sitting on the chair. I did a video on that about a month ago. Is very flexible, so that one's pretty nicely done. So that'll be hopefully it's like that really, rather than a rigid plastic PVC. And then we've got Toshi Tsutakaze, original model Tomo Sakura swimsuit blonde version. This is the wholesome version, 1/5 scale by Daiki Kogyo, for 25,080 yen. So this manufacturer does, they've done a couple of cast off figures before, but this one isn't cast off for this price, but is a very, skimpy swimsuit outfit, as you can see, with the arms down, in this sort of pose, blonde hair, looks very sexy. 25,000 yen might be a bit on the pricier side, but she's 1/5 scale, so she's quite large. And then you can, for the same price, get the normal version, I guess you could say, not the wholesome version, where she is cast offable, and you do get alternative arm parts, which they do list alternative arm parts in the other one as well, but we don't see it in these photos, unfortunately. Oh yeah, so at least in the wholesome one, she's got one arm up, by her face, and then if you want the fully cast off one, you can remove her outfit, and then she's got her arms down, or she does have both arms up for this one. So, and that's the same price. So it's down to personal taste, depending on which options you want. And as you saw in those photos, there is a black-haired version as well. Again, a wholesome version. So this one's more of a grey bikini compared to the sort of semi-translucent bikini from the blonde-haired one. So I think I prefer the blonde-haired one just because of the bikini's semi-translucent. But yeah, she looks really good. There's probably a bit more blushing as well on the face with the purple hair, with the black hair version. And then you got the fully cast off option, with the both hands up or one hand up, one hand down. So yeah, looks really good. Fully cast off for this one. If you want to have fully cast off, it kind of looks like they could both be fully cast off, really, because of how loose they are. So I don't understand what the different versions are. They seem to be perfectly the same. Just one of them says they're in the description says they're cast off. Please cast off at your own risk. So yeah, a bit weird, but yeah, pretty nice design, I think, overall by this manufacturer. And 1/5, they're going to be a bit on the larger scale. And then we got Sword Art Online, Alicization War of the Underworld, 1/6 scale by Hobbystock, 25,240 yen. Very cute outfit and a lot of hair. So the hair looks very nicely sculpted and pretty well detailed, but the outfit's flat, no shading on the outfit or the shoes. Yeah, she looks fine. Loungewear version, yeah, she looks okay, but I think for the figure for this price, she's a bit on the simpler side. She is 1/6 compared to, like, if she was 1/7, I'd be expecting more 17 to 20,000 yen range. So I think it's personal taste. I don't know how much weight the Sword Art Online name pulls now these days, since there's obviously been a very long time since the original Sword Art Online hype has exploded. Then we've got Azure Lane Fancy 1/7 by Good Smart Shanghai, 33,000 yen for this, February 2027. Really like the design. I really like this character as well in the game. The octopus tentacles obviously going all over the place is probably why it's 33,000 yen. Not very nicely sculpted and painted as well, with the very slime black, and the fact that she has a different faceplate, I guess, with the mouth open. Yeah, interesting. In a very nice figure. I think overall, Good Smart Shanghai, 33,000 yen is a bit pricey, so you could probably wait and she'll probably be discounted. But yeah, very nice figure, I think, overall from Azure Lane. Blue Archive Hiyori. Fat Company, 25,720 yen. November 2026. Hair shading is minimal. Outfit is fine. Pose looks okay. Base is very cheap, molded and painted, bloody simple one shade of sand color. This is a bit crap, to be honest. For this one, I would say I wouldn't bother getting this one. Not for 25,000, 26,000 yen. You'd expect the paint job to be a lot better overall. Yeah, everything else to just be better. I think the paint job looks fine. It's standard, but it's not nothing over exaggerant about it. The shading's lacking, and the base is just pretty terrible for a sand base. Unfortunately, for a beach themed base, they could have done a better base for that, really, for this price. And then we got a freeing figure, Chainsaw Man Reese arc, Reese Bunny quarter scale, 33,000 yen, which is actually not a bad price for a quarter scale freeing figure. August 2026. Very simple, matte satin black bunny suit. Not the gloss blacks we've had before, so it's a bit more subdued. It's a very simple figure. Hair shading looks really good though, and sculpted paint job. And the face is definitely her from the movie. If you've watched the movie, she is definitely a fan favorite. She's Bomber Girl from the movie. Spoilers. But yeah, she looks really good. I think if you've got the lineup already of the girls from Chainsaw Man, then you're probably going to be buying her anyways. I'm very tempted to, because I do really like the movie and I really do like her as a character. But I think I prefer a core scale of her in a bomber suit. That's what I'm waiting for really, is Rhea's in a bomber suit form, to get hold of that really. And if we can get a core scale by maybe another manufacturer, obviously not freeing, that would be spot on, to be honest, because that's what I'm looking for, is a core scale version of her in her bomber outfit, not the bodysuit, to be honest. But yeah, she looks really good. She looks fine, I think, and then the 33,000 yen kind of reflects the fact that she's a very simple figure, like bodysuit figure. But I think a lot of people are waiting for the bomber suit version, potentially with a head swap, so you can have her with her humanoid face or the bomber outfit, bomber face. But yeah, she looks fine, I think, overall. I just don't know whether she's selling quite well in the pre-orders. She's in the top 10, in third place. She was first place earlier, like yesterday. But yeah, now that fact she's third place is fine. So I think there's a lot of there's interest in her, which makes sense. But yeah, she's a bit of a over simple figure, I think, personally, for me. Then we got Sora Nari Iro illustration, 1/6 by Union Creative, 24,200 yen, July 2026. This design, very very skimpy outfit, is pretty much just about covering the sensitive parts. Yeah, very sexy figure, really looks really nice. Would be nice if it was cast off. Whether people try to force cast off, I wouldn't recommend it personally, because there's probably nothing sculpted underneath these, so you'd probably be just damaging the figure for nothing, probably. But she looks really good. I like the design. As soon as I saw this, it was a really attractive looking figure personally. I'd be very tempted to get a hold of this figure, but yeah, she looks good. Probably not something I'm going to be buying, at least not yet. I'll bookmark it and I'll see if she at least got a lot cheaper or not. As a lot of figures have been going down in price over the past sort of year or so. A lot of them began on sale and not selling out. Next, we've got Freight Grand Order Beast slash Ereshkigal, 1/7 scale by Aniplex, 24,200 yen, November 2026. The swimsuit is actually nicely sculpted, two-tone, blue-white. It's very nicely done. The birdcage is really interesting. I guess as part of the character's design, looks really good. Hair sculpt and painting looks really good. The ribbons and the Oh, her headband looks really nice. Yeah, and the beach looks, that's at least a better, interesting beach base than the other one. Yeah, overall, very nice figure. 20 Aniplex, 24,000 yens, good price. 1/7. Yeah, she looks really good. Definitely, if you like Fate Grand Order and you play the games, this will be one of those characters you're going to be buying. Then we got Tenatol Tool, my teen romantic comedy snafu, Yui. For Fuyu, 10,420 yen, 450 yen, July 2026. Her in a school outfit. But yeah, she looks very simple figure, nice price. She looks just nice overall. Yeah, and the fact we don't get a lot of Yui really from this series figure-wise, I'm kind of glad Tenatol have at least, or Fuyu have done a Tenatol Tool line for you to get a hold of if you wanted a, you know, a bit of a larger, more closer to an actual 1/7 scale rather than prize figure of her. Then we've got Fate Grand Order Saber / Okita by Good Smile Company, 16,900 yen, 1/7. So this is very cheap actually. November 2026. Really like the outfit. I like this design. The sculpt work looks really good. I like the tatami mats that she sat on. Looks really good with the blossom petals. Sakura petals, there we go. Yeah, she looks really good. I like the pose. Everything looks really good, especially for the price. I think this is what I think a lot of people are more expecting for 1/7, you know, to be this level of quality and to be about 17-ish thousand yen, maybe 18,000 yen if they got, you know, large weapons or a bit more of an extravagant base. But yeah, she looks really good. Definitely worth getting a hold of, I think. It's a bit more of an interesting Saber figure as well. And then we've got Love Live Niji Sanji, High School Idol Club Karin by Plum, 21,500 yen, March 2026. Comes out soonish actually. Design, like the deep rich blues. Sculpting looks fine. Well, sculpting's a bit simple. The detailing on the outfit is nice overall. I think I like the leggings. Yeah, she looks, I think it's very adequate for the paint job quality. I think the blue, the color composition is actually doing a lot of lifting here because there's a very nice, like royal blue color. And the design looks good. Like the pose. Body sculpting is simple. She looks fine. Like the hat. I do like the hat a lot as well. 22,000 yen. It's fine. I think overall it's not too bad. Maybe a bit on the pricier side compared to the Good Smile one by Ulta. You know, there's shading. There's not as much intricacies in the design. Like you haven't got all the gold patterning, the linkages, the skirt and stuff going on. But yeah, and the belts and stuff. But yeah, she looks fine, just a bit on the pricier side, I think, for my taste. And then we go to the NSFW figure section. So there's only two figures, or three, yeah, two figures really. Because we've got this Vexo original character Hopping Vampire 1/6 by Rocket Boy, 29,700 yen, June 2027. I really do like this colorway. This green, emerald green looks really nice. I like the facial expression. Love the design, obviously, as well, for this sort of traditional. I can't remember what this design is called, but yeah, she looks really good. Like the fingernails, shading looks really good. Sculpting looks really good. A little spirit ghost, acrylic stands and part of the base is a really nice touch. Yeah, very nice figure and fully cast off as you expect from Rocket Boy. Yeah, which I think it'll just be a center body swap, most likely for it. But yeah, she looks really good. Very tempted to get hold of this one personally. I really should get some Rocket Boy figures in house for it. Yeah, interchangeable body, hat as well. Yeah, very nice figure. I really like this a lot. Definitely a much more interesting design of an original character. I'm kind of falling for more of these original characters than anime characters in my collection these days. And then we've got the other girl from the comic Anthurium, Cover Girl, Volume 119, Cover Girl, Alice, to go with, what's her name? Miyu. So there's this version of Alice for 29,700 yen by Nocturne, 1/6 scale, December 2026. This sort of reverse bunny suit design. Obviously cast off, looks nice overall. I do like the design, just like I did with Miyu, as you can see in this original artwork. But if you want like all the extra parts, as like with Miyu, you have to spend quite a bit of money. 27,000 yen more for 46,200 yen. You can get her where you get all the like the squished boobs and like the fluids, optional extras as well. So if you're buying both of them, you know, and you want to put them together like this, you'd have to spend the extra money. You get the additional faceplate as well. So your pet and different hand option looks like where she's got her hand on the back of Miyu. So you'll be paying a lot of extra, unfortunately. If it was like 2 figures and like with all the extra bits, you'd kind of like, yeah, that's like an auto include. But you do get this massive list of extra bits and pieces for that extra money. So it kind of makes sense. I think they charge you a fair bit for it, but at least they do the, you know, standard version if you're just gonna have them separated, or if there's only one of them you prefer. Like Miyu's is available still for pre-order, the 46,000 yen one. If you want to, you know, get them both, you'd be spending that price for so about 94,000 yen to get them both. And then probably closer to 98,000 yen with shipping to get them both surface shipped here to where you are. Or you can spend, you know, less than 30,000 yen each, but then they'll be stood apart. I think the extra base you know, the larger base for both of them comes with Miyu's. So if you're doing that, you're going to be probably buying the extra. You're kind of auto opted in for the more expensive version of Alice as well, unfortunately. But apart from that, that's it. Not a lot of NSFW figures this week, really. Pretty simple figure design lineup. Some cheaper ones, some more expensive ones. But that's it. We'll see what gets posted on AmiAmi over Christmas week. Obviously, with them being in Japan, they don't know if they will be doing whether they'll be posting anything Christmas Day. So Saturday next week. After Christmas, there will probably be not a lot of figures to review, so that'll be quite a short video, hopefully. But I am looking to crank out a couple of videos over the week because I'm actually off work from Christmas to New Year's. I'm off, so hopefully I can do a few more videos and actually get through my backlog of figures that I've got to go through. I think tomorrow I'm going to do a triple unboxing. I've got 3 freeing figures from Bunny Suit Planning to do. I was going to do a video each, but I think it just makes sense to wrap all 3 of them together, and I will get through a chunk at least of my backlog of figures to review, and then I'll do obviously a video on Patreon of them as well, fully cast off. That'll be a very relatively simple video since they're freeing figures. There's not a lot going on with them. Obviously, you do get lots of extra bits and pieces with them, but at least I can do a relatively simple review of 3 court scales. And then at least put them on my shelf to go with my other Bunny Suit figure, Sophia Shearing figures that I've already got out on display, which will then mean I have to do reconfiguring of my room, which will then put me closer to doing my room tour, which I would like to get all of these unboxed and at least out on display, so then I can do a room tour, like end of 2025 room tour. So let me know if you definitely subscribe for that anyways. I might do 2025 room tours probably more into towards January. Just depends on how quickly I get through my backlog of figures, unfortunately. But yeah, doing 3 in 1 I think will be a good way to get through a good chunk of it. Or the figures I have on my back order. I've got the 3 things, 2 binding figures, and a couple of other figures to get through. Yeah, so hopefully enjoy this video. Have a good Merry Christmas and a good New Year as well. And I shall catch you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.